Let me tell you something about tech careers. Most of them come and go. Remember when everyone needed Flash developers? Flash is dead. When everyone needed webmasters? That world barely exists now. COBOL programmers, BlackBerry developers, MySpace designers. Technologies change. Skills become obsolete. Hot jobs become dead jobs. But there's one cybersecurity career that survives everything. GRC. Governance, risk, and compliance. Through every tech change, through every economic shift, every industry disruption, GRC survives. GRC grows. And today, I'm going to explain why GRC will outlive most other tech roles, why AI makes GRC stronger, not weaker, why this might be the safest long-term career bet you can make. My name is Tolulope Michael, founder and lead coach at Ekiti Cyber. We helped hundreds of people get into cybersecurity last year, and we're doing the same this year. If you want a career that lasts, hit that subscribe button now. I'm about to show you something important, so let's go. First, let me explain why tech careers are risky. The pattern repeats over and over. A new technology appears. Companies need people who know it. Jobs explode. Then the technology matures, get automated, get replaced by something newer. Jobs disappear. It happens every time. Flash developers were everywhere. Then HTML5 came along. Flash died. Those developers had to start over. Mobile app developers were the hot job in 2012. Now, tools can build simple apps automatically. Data entry was a real career. Automation eliminated most of these jobs. Even those security roles are going to be automated. Basic SOC work, simple log review, routine scanning. Technology careers are not stable. They shift constantly. If your skills are tied to a specific technology, you're always at risk. But GRC is different. GRC isn't about any specific technology. GRC is about risk, about compliance, about governance. These needs exist regardless of technology. Whether companies use mainframes, they need a GRC. Whether they use client-server systems, they need a GRC. When they moved to cloud, they need a GRC. When they adopt AI, they need GRC. The technology changes. The need for GRC stays. GRC floats above the technology layer. It applies to whatever technology exists. That's why it survives everything. Let me explain what GRC actually does. Most people think cybersecurity is all technical, hacking, firewalls, code, but here's the truth. Most major security failures are not technical failures, they are governance failures. Nobody knew who was responsible for that system. Nobody checked if the controls were working. Nobody had a plan for when things went wrong. Nobody was managing the vendor relationships. GRC fixes these problems. GRC decides what must be protected. GRC decides who is accountable. GRC measures whether controls work. GRC proves compliance to regulators. Technical people build security tools. GRC people make sure those tools are used correctly. Now think of it like this. If security tools are a car, GRC is the brakes, the steering wheel, and the traffic laws. You can have the fastest car in the world. Without brakes and steering, you crash. Now here's why GRC survives everything. Reason number one, regulations never disappear. Governments make regulations, they almost never remove them. Every year, more rules, more requirements, more compliance needs. HIPAA didn't go away, it got stricter. GDPR didn't go away, more countries copied it. The pile of regulations only grows. As long as regulations exist, GRC exists. And regulations will exist forever. The demand is not going away, it's growing. Reason number two, risk never disappears. Risk is permanent. New technologies create new risks, but old risks don't go away. The risk of data theft existed 20 years ago. It exists now. It will exist 20 years from now. The risk of system failures, the risk of vendor problems, the risk of human error, these are permanent. As long as business exists, risk exists. As long as risk exists, people who manage risk are needed. Reason number three, every company needs GRC. GRC isn't just for tech companies. Banks need GRC, hospitals need GRC, retailers need GRC, manufacturers need GRC, schools need GRC, government agencies need GRC. Every company with data needs GRC. Every company with regulations needs GRC. Every company with risk needs GRC. That is every company. If one industry struggles, you can move to another. Your skills transfer everywhere. You are never trapped in one sector. Now, let me explain why AI makes GRC stronger. Some people think AI will take GRC jobs. The opposite is happening. AI creates new risk, bias in AI decisions, privacy violations, safety rules, unexplainable outcomes. Someone needs to govern AI, assess AI risk, ensure AI compliance. That is GRC work. IBM found that 97% of AI-related security breaches happened because AI systems lacked proper access controls. Like nobody was governing the AI. Nobody was asking who has access. Nobody was documenting the risk. This is exactly what GRC solves. AI also creates new regulations. The EU passed the AI Act. It requires AI risk management, documentation, cybersecurity controls for high-risk AI. That's compliance work. GRC work. NIST released an AI risk management framework. That's governance work. GRC work. Every time a new regulation appears, GRC professionals have more to do. AI just created a whole category of new regulations. More work for GRC, not less. Here's something else. AI can automate some security tasks, log review, alert triage, basic scanning, but AI cannot do the human part of GRC. Explaining risk to executives, AI can't do that convincingly. Convincing employees to change behavior, AI can't do that. Building relationships across departments, AI can't do that. Making judgment calls with incomplete information, right? AI can't do that. Handling the politics of organizations, AI definitely can do that. The more AI automates routine tasks, the more valuable human skills become. The GRC professional who can translate technical skills into business language is irreplaceable, period. Now, let me show you some numbers. FBI says cyber losses hit $16.6 billion in 2024, up 33%. If losses are going up, risk management is needed. From Verizon, 44% of breaches involve ransomware. Someone needs incident response plans, backup governance, recovery procedures. That is GRC work. From Verizon, third-party risk doubled from 15 to 30%. Someone needs vendor assessment, contract reviews, ongoing monitoring. That is GRC work. Verizon again, 60% of breaches involved human factors. Someone needs security training programs, policy enforcement, culture change. That's GRC work. From IBM, 97% of AI breaches involve missing access controls. Someone needs AI governance programs. That's GRC work. Every major data source points the same direction. More problems that GRC solves, no fewer. Now let me show you the career path. Okay, GRC has a clear ladder. Analyst, senior analyst, manager, director, VP, CISO. The path is there. The opportunities exist and the top is high. CISOs make $250,000, $300,000 sometimes even more. You can build real wealth in GRC, and every step up, you become harder to replace. Now, let me compare GRC to other careers, right? Software developer, hot job, good pay, but technology changes fast. Skills become obsolete quickly. Ageism is real in tech. Many developers struggle past 40. Data scientists, all job 10 years ago. Now, flooded with people. AI is automating some of the work. Project manager, solid career, but getting automated. Many companies are eliminating these roles. GRC analyst is a growing field. Aging doesn't hurt you. Experience is valued. The longer you do it, the more valuable you become. Technology changes don't eliminate the role. Long term, GRC is safer than most alternatives. Let me tell you what I've seen. I've been watching careers for almost 10 years. I've seen hot jobs become dead jobs. I've seen people have to start over because their skills became worthless. I've never seen that happen with GRC. GRC people from 10 years ago are still working, still valuable, often in leadership now because the fundamentals don't change. Risk management, compliance, governance, these are permanent needs. Here's how to build a GRC career that lasts if you want to. First, keep learning. The field evolves. New regulations appear, new frameworks. Stay current. Second, build broad skills. Technical understanding plus business understanding plus communication skills. The combination is powerful. Third, develop judgment. The human judgment part of GRC become more valuable over time. Practice making decisions, owning outcomes. Okay. Fourth, rise into leadership. The higher you go, the safer you are. Leaders are the last to be caught. So work towards management and director roles. And then fifth, build your network. See, relationships protect careers. If you know people, help people, be known as someone valuable. Okay. Sixth, stay adaptable. The specific work will change. The regulations will evolve. The tools will update. Be ready to change with them. Now let me tell you about the new GRC role appearing. AI governance specialist. It didn't exist 5 years ago. New companies are desperate for it now. Pays $85,000 to $150,000. Third-party risk manager. Demand doubled because of third-party risk doubled. Pays $75,000 to $130,000. Cloud security compliance specialist. Everything moved to cloud. Cloud creates compliance challenges. Pays $90,000 to $150,000. Cyber risk quantification analyst. Why? Executives want dollar figures on risk. These roles provide them. Pays $90,000 to $140,000. These are growing roles. New specializations. Path within GRC. Now, the big picture is this: technology will keep changing. In 5 years, we'll have technologies that don't exist today. In 10 years, some of today's hot skills will be obsolete, but GRC will still be needed because no matter what technology exists, companies will have risk. No matter what systems they use, they will have regulations. No matter how smart AI gets, they will need humans to make governance decisions. GRC addresses permanent business needs. That's why it survives everything. Now, let me give you the bottom line. If you want a career that lasts your whole working life, GRC is one of the safest choices. The technology will change around you. Your GRC skills will stay relevant. AI won't replace you. AI will give you more to govern. Regulations won't disappear, they will multiply. Risk won't go away, it will grow. And you'll be the person who helps organizations manage it all. Stop chasing hot technologies that might be obsolete in 5 years. Build a foundation that lasts. Build it in GRC. Now, if this convinced you about GRC staying power, subscribe. I'll keep showing you how to build a career that survives anything. And in my usual manner, I hope I'm leaving you today better than I met you. I'll see you in the next one.